Prince Harry and Meghan are having a strong disagreement that may cause a mighty strain in their already shaky marriage. This is because Harry is furious with Meghan's plan with their children. Reports are stating that Harry can't even stay in the same room as Meghan now.
And Harry has a private room set aside for him at a luxury hotel in California. The reports came from The Sun last week that said sources had told the publication that the Duke of Sussex would occasionally stay at the San Vicente bungalows without Meghan Markle. The hotel isn't too far away from his Montecito home, and according to those sources, it is considered his escape place.
We have seen Harry tolerate Meghan even when she pushed him in public or when she was disrespectful toward the Queen. But it now seems that things have gone too far. Critics believe that the jealousy and envy of Meghan has taken over her, and she doesn't know how to hide it anymore. When she sees Prince George and his siblings walking with their mum, Princess Catherine, it pricks her inside. Meghan has been ranting about her kids' privacy for a long time, but now it seems she wants to go back on her words and upload cute pictures and videos of herself with her kids, just like Catherine.
New perspective on everything.
Is this filming?
Hello? Hello?
This time has above all reminded William and me to reflect and be grateful for the simple yet important things in life, which so many of us often take for granted, of simply loving and being loved.
Yup, Meghan probably wants to create something like this. But on the other hand, Prince Harry doesn't like such publicity and doesn't want his children to be at the forefront of the camera. Because this is the reality he grew up with all his life, living in front of the camera. This is what he doesn't want to happen to his children. But the woman he married does not share the same idea as him. Because anytime she sees the camera lens, something inside of her leaps for joy, and that is the same feeling she also wants the children to have. But Harry isn't giving in to her pressure.
What it had come to, that I would step my family back from all I have ever known, to take a step forward into what I hope can be a more peaceful life. I was born into this life, and it is a great honour to serve my country and the Queen.
This difference in perspective is quietly turning into one of the biggest disagreements in their relationship. From Harry's end, Archie and Lilibet's lives should be private. On Meghan's end, the children's lives should go public, just like Princess Catherine's children, and this has bred serious disagreement between the two. Harry used to say, "What Meghan wants, Meghan gets." Apparently, this is changing now. The question in everyone's mind is what breeds such an argument. This isn't something that was in the picture before, but it comes as a result of frustration. Harry and Meghan are breaking down because everything they put their heads to fails. Many of their post-royal businesses, which would have been a sure way to get funds, are all struggling.
Well, from writing children's books to creating her own podcast and even making jams, it's safe to say Meghan Markle is no stranger to a business venture. But the latest reporting suggests that the Duchess's lifestyle brand, American Riviera Orchard, has been suffering quite a setback. So now Meghan is trying a different venture to keep her brand alive, announcing she's investing in herself.
They don't have money, and they are lacking in relevance, and the public interest surrounding them has gone down drastically. They left the royal empire that gave them everything they needed at one call. But they went on to build the post-royal Sussex empire, which included Netflix deals, a lifestyle brand, charity works, and even media appearances. And they tried to create a social media influence, but everything they planned and put in place to build this empire has been crumbling and not going the exact way they planned. This is why Meghan is thinking of a new strategy to use her children to gain attention.
Meghan Markle's upcoming animated series Pearl has been quietly dropped by Netflix. The show was set to follow the story of a 12-year-old girl exploring the stories of famous women through history, hoping to inspire young girls with positive stories from around the world. The Duchess of Sussex signed a $135 million deal with the streaming giant to voice the animated series. The streaming provider has seen a mass drop-off in subscribers, leading to billions of dollars in losses.
For years, Meghan and Harry have been very vocal about protecting their children from media exposure, and they have been advocating for online safety and protecting their children from online scrutiny. They did an okay job at keeping their kids away from social media for some time, but now everything is changing as she is reconsidering her privacy stance.
I feel fortunate that our children are at an age, again, quite young, so this isn't in our immediate future. But I also feel frightened by how it's continuing to change, and this will be in front of us. As they say, being a parent, the days are long, but the years are short.
Why change now? Because she is trying to rebuild public interest in her projects, there is a major shift in her strategy. The public has lost interest in her, and she is being regarded as a liar and a narcissist, so no one wants to trust her. And this is why critics believe she is bringing her children into the picture, so that they can create some curiosity.
And Harry and Meghan do not have a strategy. They don't even know what they are. Are they Hollywood power players? Are they sort of royal refugees who are trying to fight the system, institutional racism, etc., etc.? Are they philanthropists? I mean, what are they? They don't know.
This sudden shift has become the heart of the disagreement in their home. Since walking away from royal life, Harry and Meghan's biggest gamble was their Netflix deal, and it didn't pay off the way they expected. Their Netflix project was quietly dropped after just 2 seasons, a move that hit hard because it was supposed to be one of their most powerful post-royal moneymakers. The shows failed to pull in the numbers, the buzz never took off, and the momentum they were banking on simply fizzled out. Behind the scenes, sources claim Meghan believes she knows why. She reportedly feels the shows lacked an emotional hook, and that keeping their children completely off-screen may have worked against them. The belief is that if the children had been part of the narrative, more viewers would have tuned in out of curiosity and emotional connection. That's why Meghan is now said to be softening her once firm stance on privacy. Harry, however, is not on board at all, and insiders say he's pushing back hard, turning this into a fresh point of tension between the two.
Netflix is done with y'all. Netflix is had it with y'all. Every project has flopped. Every project's been terrible. Netflix is not jumping through hoops for you guys anymore. They don't care. They're done. Like Harry and Meghan, you know, in a relationship when it's over, there's always that one person who maybe isn't coming to terms with the fact that it's over. It's like, wait, what? It's over. I have to move out. Harry and Meghan, that's what they are.
Even her lifestyle brand, As Ever, which launched in 2025, began with what looked like a fairy tale start. A small batch of limited inventory reportedly sold out so fast that Meghan allegedly thought it couldn't be real. For a brief moment, there was hype, buzz, and the illusion of massive demand. But that excitement didn't last long. Sources claim that shortly after the initial rush, sales slowed dramatically. New product drops that were launched with confidence failed to move at the same pace, and enthusiasm quietly fizzled out. Then came the glitch in the As Ever website, an accidental reveal that reportedly exposed nearly $20 million worth of unsold inventory sitting idle in a warehouse.
Her website basically inadvertently, through bad design, leaked the size of her inventory, so we now know how much of all her different items she actually had on sale, and it's huge numbers. I mean, once upon a time, the trolls and the haters and so on were all saying that she had no stock and it was all fiction, and you know, she was selling tiny amounts, but she does have mega amounts of stock on As Ever. The total amount of money for her entire inventory, based on sale price, what she has right now, it's obviously a snapshot in time, $21.8 million worth of product.
To make matters worse, leaks suggest that Netflix employees are now enjoying the products themselves. With little to no demand, staff are allegedly picking up As Ever items at the end of the workday, turning what was meant to be a luxury lifestyle launch into what insiders describe as an awkward giveaway situation.
Reports Netflix staff are helping themselves to free Meghan Markle products from her As Ever range. Apparently there are 2 storage rooms packed with As Ever products, said a source. They're literally just giving it away to employees. One staffer walked out with 10 products for free.
All of this has dealt Meghan a serious PR blow, and insiders now claim she's trying to soften the damage by bringing her children into the picture. Behind the scenes, the belief is that involving the kids helps shield her from criticism while also reframing the narrative around her brand. Sources say Meghan is in full damage control mode, doing everything she can to keep As Ever alive. She's determined not to let this venture collapse the way her previous projects did, first the Netflix deal, then the podcast that quietly disappeared. Publicly, she's pushing a polished image of optimism and moving forward, even spinning the Netflix fallout as a quality over quantity decision rather than a failure. Insiders now reveal she's been encouraged to lean into a new strategy, turning her family life into content. The thinking is simple: family sells. Modern parenting is emotional, relatable, and endlessly marketable, and it keeps audiences invested. According to sources, Meghan believes that people don't connect to corporate branding anymore. They connect to personal stories. And that's exactly where the children enter the conversation.
Being a mom is the most important thing in my entire life. And outside, of course, being a wife to this one.
And because of this, the children are already being slowly introduced. Archie and Lilibet are appearing more frequently in Instagram posts, brand content, and even promotional material, always with their faces carefully hidden. It's a soft rollout. Not a sudden reveal, but a calculated transition. First the presence, then the curiosity, and eventually the faces.
Blink and you'll miss it, but yes, that's a rare glimpse at Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's kids. 6-year-old Archie and 4-year-old Lilibet.
They've now rebranded their charity as Archwell Philanthropies, quietly opening the door for Archie and Lilibet to be involved in global charity work and family projects. But according to reports, Prince Harry is uneasy and hasn't signed off on it. For him, this puts the children back under public scrutiny, exactly what he's been trying to avoid.
If you stick around to the very end, you'll see a brief look at the little ones helping out, prepping Thanksgiving meals to serve to the community.
As a result, Harry is being positioned as the fiercely protective parent, while Meghan Markle is being framed as the strategic one, focused on long-term brand survival. Sources also point to Meghan's frustration with Prince William's children appearing openly on camera, something she allegedly wants to replicate. But she's forgetting that William's family receives publicly funded security, while Harry and Meghan must pay for theirs themselves.
So since the Megxit bombshell in 2020, Harry's security row has been a looming issue for the royal family. Now, as a full-time resident of Montecito, and despite a year of legal setbacks, the vast majority of Sun readers feel that Harry should not be entitled to taxpayer-funded armed security.
All of this makes putting the children on camera far more complicated, more expensive, and far riskier, and Harry wants no part of it. He knows he doesn't have the protection or resources that the royal institution provides, and he refuses to gamble with their safety. But Meghan sees it differently. In her mind, everything else has failed except one thing: family. She believes family is the most relatable card she has left, and that family-focused content may be her strongest remaining asset. And despite Harry's objections, she appears ready to use that asset to rebuild her image and brand. That belief now sits at the center of what may be their biggest disagreement yet. What do you think about Meghan bringing the children into the spotlight to get back on her feet? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next video.